Well, the year just concluded here, and one thing never changes: death, taxes, and hopefully the sun will continue to rise. And this year, we have our new tax rates that have been set for most of the Lakes area and for Becker County and our largest school districts. And once again, taxes are going up. Now, the numbers that I'm going to read off to you of how much taxes are going up don't sound as bad as the numbers are, and here's why. We've had growth. We've had growth here in Becker County. We've had growth in Detroit Lakes, and it's been a positive thing. But yet, even with the growth, somehow taxes are still going up. And here's just an example. The city of Detroit Lakes has approved a 5.95% tax increase. I would say that's about average for the last number of years, at least, that I've lived here in the Lakes area. Now, despite it being a 5.95% tax increase, the actual impact that most property owners would feel is much closer to a 1% tax increase because, again, the growth of the city. The city of Frazee is having a 2% tax increase. Actually, in the city of Frazee, there's a handful of taxpayers that could actually see a decrease in taxes because the city of Frazee has also seen an increase in their tax base. The Detroit Lake School District is increasing the tax base 7%. The Frazee-Vergas School District, 16%. The Lake Park City, 3%. Becker County, 1.44% tax increase, but again, Becker County's tax base growing, it'll feel much closer to about a 0.44% or a little less than 0.5% tax increase on most Becker County residents. And the Lake Park Audubon School District will see their taxes go up 4.09%. Now, these are actually decent adjustments, with the exception of the Frazee-Vergas School District, 16%, pretty harsh swing up. There's a few factors that are leading into that there, and if you live in the district, I would talk to the school about them. They'll do a much better job of explaining the reasons why than I can in the very short period of time that we have here. But normally these probably wouldn't be that bad, but here's what I'm thinking when I look at this. In Becker County and Detroit Lake, surrounding areas, we've seen a lot more money coming in local government aid over the last few years. We've also seen different types of taxes passed. Food and beverage tax here in Detroit Lakes, now a transportation tax passed here in the county. So in some ways, these tax increases to me are still making me think that we have a spending problem here in Becker County, here in the city of Detroit Lakes. And here's why. We've got some real serious things coming up that are going to make our tax base go up significantly. In Becker County, I'm thinking about the Becker County Jail. It's an issue we have to deal with. We're spending over $350,000 this year alone to house prisoners in other places, Hubbard County, wherever we can house them. It doesn't make sense to do that, and I won't lie. I somehow do feel we have a moral obligation until people are convicted of a crime to at least house them locally in the area where they can be seen by their friends and family and where they committed their crimes until, again, they're fully convicted. In the city of Detroit Lakes, we are going to need to deal with our wastewater treatment facility. St. Clair Lake is in danger of polluting lakes downstream of it. Part of that's the phosphorus discharge. Detroit Lakes is anticipated to have a huge growth population. Within 25 years to 30 years, DL could grow to the size of about 15,000. Our infrastructure in this department is older. It needs to be upgraded. That's going to be a significant tax increase. We've spent taxes on other things over the last few years that I've questioned, but we've got some real legitimate things coming up. And I'm beginning to wonder if local government aid is really going to be the best way to keep our tax base low, considering it was cut, taxes went up significantly. Local government aid goes up, taxes going up, maybe not as significantly, but still going up. Where's the problem here? Somehow, when the city of Detroit Lakes talks about all the money they kick in from the liquor store and all the money they kicked in from the public utilities, including the public utilities kicking in an extra $100,000 in the general fund, yet again, we're still going to have a little bit of a tax increase there. Kicking it all in is great, but the thing that I hate to hear is they talk about how much your taxes would go up if they didn't kick that in, as if reducing spending would not even be a concept that they would entertain. I think we just have to understand government has some real expensive things we've got to pay for, and I get those things and we do need to pay for them, but we need to be responsible all the way around. And if we're getting more local government aid and we're raising taxes because we lose it, this, that, and the other, it makes me question, is there ever a scenario where taxes could go down in this area, no matter how much we continue to grow?